You need better 1960s movie knowledge. Hi, it's Andrew Salciunas here, my man John Kincade.
We don't do old movies on our show.
No, we don't do today's movies either.
We don't.
Kind of all suck. Post-show headlines, 5 topics, 2 minutes each. We do this every single day. We appreciate all of you for checking it out, liking, subscribing, which is always a very important part of this. So thank you. Do us the favor. We appreciate it. All right, so I'll start because I know you have 2 questions. You're going to bat second and third.
That's good.
Depending on the right hand.
Well, I want you to know that I'm a 3 hitter. Everyone knows I'm a 3-hole hitter, so I don't want to really be moved. But I'm willing.
Yeah, you're willing
to do 2 and 3.
That's good because you're a team player.
Yeah.
All right.
My Fanatic shoes I forgot to wear today.
The NFL draft is 1 week away.
Yes.
We have talked about how we're excited because we don't know the direction they could go in the first round. There's so many things that they can choose from. In previous drafts, we've been legitimately upset with some decisions. And not that long ago, Jordan Davis, Kyle Hamilton, right?
Yes. Still haunts me to today, and I really like Jordan Davis
I know you do.
For what he does, but
is there anything that you think you could actually be upset about with this draft? And not just first round.
Yes.
I mean, overall draft. Like, I thought drafting, again, Jalen Hurts, it's worked out perfectly. Not the player. Drafting a backup quarterback in the second round, I thought was a wild thing to do. Is there anything in this draft that you could become upset about?
Yes.
What we got?
If one of the first 2 picks in the draft where they currently sit is a wide receiver.
Okay,
It'll
yeah,
piss me off.
I agree with you.
You are already over-invested by the NFL standards in contracts to wide receivers.
Yeah.
And if you go and tell me you're going to draft another one with one of your top 2 value picks, hell no.
I hated when Seattle did it with Njigba. Good player, but you already had Metcalf and Lockett. Your
Correct.
team needed 75 other things.
And now
you drafted a wide receiver because he was best player available.
And then now you're ditching guys going for pennies on the dollar compared to what they were worth at the time. I want the top 2 picks. Honestly, I want the top 2 picks to either. The only offensive player that I would want in the top 2 picks is an offensive tackle.
Right. For
anything
the future.
Anything else, give me defense.
But there's not even
2 of the top 3 picks should be defense, and maybe 3 of 3.
Yeah, but it's funny. There's not even like a this player, that player, right? It's just kind of the world is open for that.
Sure.
That there's not much that I can legitimately be upset about. But yes, if they drafted a wide receiver in the first round, I'd lose my mind. All right, again, you're batting second and third. What do we got?
Okay, how do you balance? Dylan and I were having a discussion today off the air. It was very loud.
Always.
How do you balance?
Trust me, I hear it through the sound.
What you are told by people in the know compared to what you think you know? Because we know there are broadcasters in this town who are not associated with our radio station.
Yeah.
Who will literally in the middle of a conversation that we're having on the air text us and go and I'll go, oh, Andrew, I just lost that one because I just got told you're doing that. How much do you balance though when someone in the know tells you something? Do you automatically adopt it as fact? Or do you think of it as that's just one more piece of information?
I would use it as information. Depending on, I guess, the context to it. Like, if I think somebody could be traded and the general manager of that team says, we're not trading that player.
You have a skepticism.
It's like, no, I would say, oh, okay, so you're not trading it. But then again, Logan O'Hoppe was an untouchable prospect, according to Jason Stark, Hall of Famer,
breaks my heart.
who talks to all those people.
And
he was listed an untouchable prospect. And a couple of days later, he got traded for Brandon Marsh. But forget the Brandon Marsh thing. We were told player is untouchable. He's traded not that long after. So I use it as information, but I will not use it as fact. Like Paul George, we were told by somebody that, hey, it wasn't a contract year why he was healthy.
Yes. I believe it was.
I believed it was a contract year that player was healthy, Paul George. And the person that said that to us, I was not on the same page as that person. And that person is a very high-ranking official in terms of making decisions for the team.
We were debating because one of your big fans, who just happens to be a Phillies broadcaster, was sharing the fact that Justin Crawford's not here for one reason, for control.
Yeah.
And I'm figuring, now I assume that guy knows more than I do, that he knows. The question is, though, that really pisses me off.
Oh, of course.
And then the organization says, well, we want him to work on things. And
right.
That's what Dylan's point was. And I'm going, Yeah, they do want him to work on it.
Which, by the way, his batting average has dipped, so maybe.
But the issue is control. They want to not use that control. But it's interesting because we get the blessing and the benefit of hearing from people.
Right.
You just got to balance.
But I won't use it as straight facts.
As far as what is straight
especially facts. If I have a strong opinion, like I'm not just going to get swayed like that.
Swayed like that.
All right, what else you got?
Okay. My partner, in case you haven't heard, is now going to embark on a national radio career too. So congratulations to Andrew Salciunas on joining ESPN Radio.
Thank you.
You are joining ESPN Radio.
Yes.
The same way that I did. Hey, come in, fill in.
Whenever we need you.
Yeah. And it turned into a 13-year relationship for me.
Yeah. By the way, it's funny.
You're very talented, so I think it could even be longer.
Oh, that'd be nice. I got a tweet from somebody. Just sounds like they needed somebody on Easter. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Guess what? That's how you get your foot in the door.
Yes.
And you don't let them.
I didn't get mornings handed to me. No. They needed somebody to work from 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. after the Eagles won the Super Bowl. Hand raised. That's the business.
You're going to be hearing Andrew a lot more on ESPN Radio than just Easter. It just happens to be the first one.
Yeah.
My first shift on ESPN Radio, that as a host where I was filling in, was thanks to Scott Masteller. Filling in for Dan Patrick on a Thanksgiving.
Oh, somebody needed to work Thanksgiving.
Yeah, guess what? Yeah, I did.
Somebody
you know what? I told my newlywed wife, yes, for our first Thanksgiving, can't go to dinner till after 4 o'clock because I'm doing the Dan Patrick show.
Oh yeah, man.
Okay, do you understand the difference between doing a show in Philly and doing a show nationally?
Yeah, but like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean?
How much do you think of an adjustment is it going to be for you? Because I can tell you it's a major adjustment.
Oh, yeah.
You will be a totally different host.
Yeah.
Doing not your personality.
Right, no personality.
But it's a totally different show. This market is a freaking unicorn.
Yeah. And I'm so passionate about Philadelphia sports because I am a diehard Philadelphia sports fan, whereas I might not be a diehard Oklahoma City Thunder fan.
Right.
But I follow the Thunder. I follow sports, right? Like I know Philadelphia through and through, but like Connor, on opening day,
sure,
he was stunned that I went Phillies main screen and Marlins Pirates on the small screen. I wanted to watch Alcantara versus Skeens. Like,
why wouldn't you?
I love sports. I know I've grown up a Philadelphia sports fan, but I also grew up playing sports, and so I wanted to watch the best players. I wanted to watch the best teams because I wanted to see what it was like to win because I didn't have a lot of that growing up except for the
you didn't.
Obviously Eagles championship games, which is great, and the Phillies World Series run, but there was also a lot of dark times. So I liked seeing talent, right? Like I liked watching pitchers that could actually throw hard.
Well, you're going to have a great time.
I'm excited for it.
Really just bring your passion.
Yes. Oh,
bring your passion.
I will. You don't have to worry about that. All right. You were very upset by the woman who recorded Joe Burrow.
By the way, I did see it. I pulled it up and looked at it. That's so freaking obnoxious. My God.
In case you missed it.
By the way, look at the timestamp. She posted it while she wasn't even out of there.
In case you missed it, there was a woman that was at Sam Hubbard's wedding. He's a defensive end for the Bengals.
Yes.
Joe Burrow was a guest. She was a guest. Joe Burrow walks behind her. She's recording a video of him walking behind her. She's smiling.
She was pretending to do something with her
like
own
a picture
phone.
Or something.
Where over her shoulder, she was taking video of Joe Burrow.
Which, by the way, that move has been done a million times before.
It has been, but it ain't.
This is at a wedding. But you know that they're going to be there. Like, so that's why I asked the question. Like, she's going to this wedding knowing that they're going to be there. So maybe you probably should control yourself a little bit.
Been to quite a few weddings with famous people.
Congrats.
And they not that famous, but they're athletes.
Yeah.
And there was one phones.
Yeah.
There's a phone check-in like a coat check-in.
But they didn't have
because they didn't want people doing that. Let people just enjoy themselves. You don't have to live your life on your phone.
All right, give me a couple unwritten rules in life. We always talk about unwritten rules in sports. Give me some unwritten rules in life.
How about this? We're going to a wedding, and it is a dressy affair coming up.
Yeah.
And I know that the word was put out. Please do not upstage anything with wild, like wearing your high top sneakers with a tuxedo.
Yeah.
Wearing a bedazzled, look your best.
There was an Eagles fan, and I think he actually called in because I ripped him.
Okay.
All right. This is one of our brethren.
Right.
He went to his buddy's wedding. His buddy was a Giants fan.
Uh-huh.
And he went in an Eagles suit.
That's obnoxious.
And I ripped the guy in the air saying,
do that.
look, I get it. You guys are good, but he was not in the wedding party. So
no,
not
because
like,
then it becomes look at him.
And I ripped the guy
Don't do
for
that.
it. And this was years ago. But you can't do that kind of stuff.
And
the
there's
other
unwritten rule for like a wedding
in
event
life.
too?
Unwritten
in
rules
life?
in life.
I mean, that absolutely is always have, I do not use cash, except if I'm tipping.
Yeah.
Other than that, everything's on a card.
Mm-hmm.
For the most, I never buy food with it, whatever. Make sure you've always got 5s and 1s. So that way when you've got somebody, you can make sure you're tipping. I've seen so many people, I worked with people like, can I give you a tip on Venmo? That's freaking weird. Just
Why is it weird?
You have to have some cash on you.
Some
have
people,
some cash on you.
with it.
Have some cash on you. Hey, you know what they'd be just as okay with? You handing them a $5 bill or you handing them a couple bucks.
By the way, no speakerphones in public should be.
Yes, that should be one.
That's an unwritten rule.
Yeah, we don't
You know
need
what?
that.
It should be a written rule, and you should be
By the way,
in jail.
And if you're wearing headphones, turn your music down so nobody has to hear you. Like nobody wants to hear it still. They'll be blaring it where everybody can still hear it. It's like, got my earbuds in.
Yeah. All right, last thing.
Yes.
Do you have any emotional attachments with inanimate objects? And the reason why I asked that question, I've been telling you about my car. 133,000 miles.
Yeah, Carlos.
I still got a couple years left with Carlos, but
I know about a couple years.
But well see, right?
I might pull the plug on it before then.
I take good care of
once ESPN money kicks in.
I take good care of Los. All right, he's good. I'm going to be sad when I get rid of my car.
What?
It's my first adult purchase.
Okay, that's different.
It was the car I drove Cooper home in.
You're going to be sad with the moment. You're not going to be sad about that car because you're going to get into a car that actually is much nicer, much more comfortable, much more economical.
But I think about how much, again, I got it in 2016. The amount of things that have happened in my life since 2016. But like special moments, like driving Cooper home from the NICU, 6 weeks stay in the NICU.
Sure.
That was a lot. And then driving him home in that car. Do you have any emotional attachments?
I have a championship, a picture that was taken out of the Daily Local News in Westchester.
Okay.
When one of my hockey teams won the championship.
Okay.
And they carried me out on their shoulders. Skated me out on the ice on their shoulders.
Rudy.
To take me in.
Jake Elliott.
And they all signed it.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
And I still see a lot of those guys around Chester County that I used to coach.
Right.
And to me, I've always told my wife, the fire breaks out,
you're getting
get the Downingtown Championship.
That's awesome.
Get the Downingtown Championship. And it's not the fanciest thing we have in the house. Yeah. It's not get the Downingtown Championship.
Yeah, it means something.
Plus, I have a picture frame down in the basement. And I want you to do this with Cooper before he gets too old.
Okay.
It is, Christina got it for me for one Father's Day. It's a picture of Livy and I that she keeps changing out of my daughter and I. And Olivia recorded her voice when she was like 3 years old.
Yeah.
And it was a happy birthday for me.
Yeah.
It was, happy birthday, Daddy, I love you.
Oh, dude.
And I can hit that button today.
And it plays it.
And hear her voice.
Oh, God.
From that point.
Why are you trying to make me
freaking
cry?
Awesome. Well, do it. Or, better yet,
Mother's Day.
Do it for Christy for Mother's Day, and she will love it forever.
Mother's Day.
It's awesome. She'll be when your son's getting ready to graduate from Temple.
Yeah.
In 18 years.
Yeah.
You'll be able to hit that button.
Dude, walking down the aisle.
Dude,
oh
that'd
boy.
be awesome.
All right, like, subscribe. We appreciate all of you. Post show headlines again tomorrow for a Friday edition. Back at it tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. on the air. Less than a week away from the NFL draft and payday. Everybody have a great rest of your day.
Hopefully it's a good payday.
See you guys. Hey guys, Andrew Salciunas from Kincade and Salciunas. Thank you for checking out all of our stuff on YouTube. Make sure you click, like, subscribe on everything that you see. And of course, you can see everything from our YouTube feed. Full shows, interviews, when John's being an idiot, which is like 15 times a day. So make sure you check out all of our stuff on YouTube. We appreciate it.